It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and our focus is on Dameon Pierce. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Texans and the Steelers, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
A man coming off a great rookie year. It's Dameon Pierce trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 26-yard line.
18 Cardinal, go!
Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Pickett. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 23, here's second and a yard.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Pickett. And his throw is incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some 3 receivers. That time, the defense won.
Pickett right back to the air again. Finds Pickens out right. Escapes the defender. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Again, it's Harris. And this time he is in. Touchdown, Steelers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Phillips now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. You look at the Steeler defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Texans had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On the delay, here's Harris. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
1st down, Steelers.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Steelers' 1st down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
On the bootleg, Stroud. Pass to Brown. He's got it. On the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking in the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Damian Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. Pickens on the slant, finding room at midfield, through the middle of the field, inside the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. But Damian Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Stroud to throw it. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Pickett's thrown into the hands of Pickens.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Back to throw, Pickett.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal.
And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Stroud off the play fake.
This is caught. It's Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Looking deep here for Mechie.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First and 10, here's Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And it's taken in at the 9.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Another carry for Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2nd down and 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Come on. Hit.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Texans have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Oh, a solid stiff arm in some open field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They hand this off to Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
He's had a good 3rd quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the 3rd quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better, and he's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Seven Pirates.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Trying to stretch the field with Schultz.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Play action. Stroud now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Can't really fault the coverage. The ball was tipped and popped up in the air, but they were unable to complete the tip drill for the interception.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 14-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Aimed to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know, the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Fielded at the 43. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Hand off right side to Pierce.
There's a nice move.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And Stroud now to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play call, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Stroud looking to change the play.
They go play action here on 1st down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Fighting through. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, we've got an injured player, and that's running back Devin Singletary, who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll go play action here with Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett now from the gun here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle.
Complete to George Pickens. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 40-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Looking to throw here. Pickett. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Stroud and the Texans down 31-27. A little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud. Finding Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Stroud to throw it. And this one into the hands of Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Come on, baby, get low.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Warrior 70.
Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Stroud. Open man downfield is Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Houston Texans. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Okay.
Here's first down.
79 Broncos.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk